All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
real mode.
well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one, like what you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me, I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 test, testing, testicles, testing. Welcome everyone to episode 1500 and 39 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, husses, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio, back with another episode, and today we are talking getting out of your own fucking way. We got some great stories today. We got some great topics going down in the swole sphere, so get ready for that sweet action. Got some double papa going on. Double papa. It's always nice. It's always nice to double papa It's always nice to DP a little bit now and again. What's going on, fam? How are we doing? Episode 1539. We got a Thursday Eve, and it is around 9:30 Eastern time. It is a late night swole, and it's the best one. It's the best. The late night swoles are the best. That's right. Going live late. I love the late lives. I love them all. Let's see. Let's get what we got going on in the downstairs. What are you smashing today? So drop that in the comments. What are you smashing today? What'd you do? Some of you are just finishing up a workout. Some of you might be on your way to a workout. Some of you might be in bed. Some of you might be getting up in the morning, depending on where you're coming from. Get out of your way. Yeah, let's do that. What do I want to say tonight? What do I want to say? I didn't do the scrolly McScrollerson in the bottom. Let's see. You are the only one holding you back. Make positive changes today. All right. Yeah. Today. Let's see. Holding you back. Let's see. ... Make positive changes today. I like that. I like doing in the moment. Fire. So what's up, beaches? Let's get some gorillas going. I hope you're enjoying all the new beats. We got some King Darius. Of course, we did gorilla mode at the beginning, so make sure that you are checking him out on Apple Podcasts, or not Apple Podcasts, Apple Music. What's the difference? Apple, Spotify. You all know where you like to listen to music. You can find his shit everywhere, just like you can find my shit everywhere. Wherever you listen, wherever you tune in, you can catch my shit, you can catch his shit. Just catch tons of shit. Anyway, I've been dropping a lot of content over on all the channels, been dropping a lot of stuff over on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok at Papa Swolio, right there. Tickle. If you're not following me over on TikTok, you can follow me over TikTok at Papa Swolio. And been doing a lot of these green screen posts. Been going hard. Been doing a lot of smash. A lot of smash over there. Trying to bring the sensitivity levels, trying to set the bar a little bit higher for people. You know, TikTok obviously is a lot younger. I mean, obviously a lot more people are using it now, but there's some sensitive fucking bitches over there, like everywhere. But I think it's a little bit more evident there because you have the younger coddle generation. So I got to do my due diligence and make sure that people know what the deal is. People know what the deal is. Yeah, I gotta lay it down. So I'm laying it down thick. And of course, I'm getting fucking throttled like I do everywhere. All the truth gets shoved under the fucking rug. No one wants the fucking truth. No one wants the real talk. No one wants to look at their own life. No one wants to work on themselves. They just want to blame everyone else for their shortcomings. So, that's why you're here. And that's what we do every single day. We try to bring the truth to the surface and common sense and logic, trying to bring that back, make it popular again. Wait till common sense and logic gets popular again. Why can't we popularize that? Let's bring that back up. Let's make reality popular again. Poplar. Let's make it popular again. We're almost into Unfollow Friday. Tomorrow, delete, unfollow, unfriend, unsubscribe, get rid of all the shit. Tomorrow is extra sensitive. Tomorrow is when you actually take action. You should do unfollow every day. It doesn't really have to be Friday, but it's kind of like our thing to get rid of shit on Friday. Let's see. What did we call it last week? Yeah, fuck 'em Friday. Remember last week? Fuck 'em Friday? We'll do that again. We'll make that the Friday thing. Fuck 'em Friday. Fuck 'em. Get rid of them. Get rid of those assholes. Get rid of them. Get rid of those beaches. That's fucking bullshit. Get rid of all the fucking bullshit. What'd you smash today? Mel, the only reason I have Facebook is to remind you of people's birthdays. Facebook's amazing. Don't trash, don't talk badly about the social media. It's not the platforms, it's the people using them. It's human nature. Human nature is really, I think it's just really human nature to be tribal cunts. That's really what it is. And because we have such these social apps just make it so easy to do so. It just accentuates human nature. It accentuates human nature. I think the denial that people are going to be different, it's like, yeah, not really. Kind of not really. Not really. It might change a little bit. You're not really going to change. You're not going to change human nature. Not going to change it like that. I mean, as much as things are getting better, like, you know, as much as things have never been better in the United States, people don't want to understand that. People don't want to admit that. People don't want to admit that it's never fucking been better. It's never been better. We got to find shit to complain about. But it is what it is. So we have to stay the course. We have to stay focused. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's not Facebook's fault. It's the people that are posting on Facebook. It's not Instagram's fault. It's the people that post on Instagram. It's not TikTok's fault. It's the people that post on TikTok. It just is what it is. Common sense is an endangered species. I hear that, bruh. I hear that. But I like that. The only reason I have Facebook is to remind you of people's birthdays. I like it. I like it. Will took care of my Swolga in that round 2 of 90 double D. Very nice. Thanks for the birthday wishes, Papa. I'm 49 in the best shape of my life. There you go. I like it. I like it. I'm down. I'm down for that. What's up, Mary? My old friends used to have a, quote, woe is me attitude. Everyone always bitched about everything and never did anything to fix themselves or their situation. I drifted away because I took responsibility. That's pillar number 1. That's culling your environment, mowing your fucking lawn, taking out the trash. We forget that, you know, that's hard when it comes to friends because there is this kind of weird loyalty that you have to people that you know. And I'll unpack that a little bit. There's a weird sense of loyalty, like an obligation to stay friends with people that you have been friendly with. And that's not necessarily, you know, a bad thing. But when you are irrationally surrounding yourself with people that, like, it's okay to change. It's okay to evolve as a person. You know, fundamentally, people kind of don't change, but you can absolutely, if you invest time and effort into yourself, you could definitely expand your way of thinking and improve your way of thinking. But one of the problems is sometimes friends are for a season. You know, you have associations with people because of where you work, or you're friends with someone in college and then you drift apart. Like I don't keep friendships around from my past too often. You know, the few people that have made it through are specific people that actually feed me. You know, they feed me you know, from a mental health standpoint, they actually inspire me. It's kind of like the attitudes and the inspiration that I respect. And most people of my past, they're not, and this is just straight up, they're not worthy of my attention. And it's not an ego thing. It's not the same vein of what I'm doing. You know, you have to invest in yourself by investing in people. You have to make your choices a little bit more. You have to raise the bar. Doesn't mean you're mean to people. I'm not saying be jerks. I'm not saying have an ego and think you're better than people, but you need to respect yourself above everyone else. And you don't whore yourself out because you're wasting your time, attention, and a lot of times your energy on people that aren't worth it, that aren't trying to invest in themselves. They're just trying to suck and pull stuff away from you. And if you have a lot of those people that are sucking your energy and sucking your vibes away, it's going to drag you down over time. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Of course, we'll hit on that a little bit more, but it's always an issue. I mean, unfollow Friday or fuck 'em Friday, that's just kind of like, it's a cool thing to say. It rhymes. It's a Friday, but this is something every day. Like, don't be like, oh, it's Monday, I can't delete people on Monday. Do it all the time. Every day you have to be doing it. You're constantly adjusting your environment, making sure that bullshit doesn't come in through the door. Citrine, my friend, is complaining about her boyfriend and tried to convince her to break it off, but she pussied out. Well, she's going to learn the hard way. And the question is, do you want to surround yourself with someone that is just going to be complaining about her boyfriend to you? That's the problem when you have friends, especially, and this is much more common with females just because you have a lot of empathy. Females naturally have a lot of empathy, more so than males in general. And, you know, there's a lot of like commiserating and, venting and, complaining and shit like that. So being a good friend usually means, being a shoulder to cry on or listening. But if you're always, just be aware of those traps. If you're always that person that people come to for answers and come to for support, that's extremely draining. And after a while, it's like, yeah, fucking either break up with them, just get out of my, if you can't get that person out of your life, then I don't want to hear about it anymore. And that's not always easy. Sometimes you keep around friends and keep around people that are just more drains on your life, and you don't realize it until you kind of step back and look at it from a different perspective a little bit. I'm scrolling down a little bit here. My scrolling got locked. Justin, I remember when I was in aircraft maintenance school, an older guy questioned my morality for not having a lot of old friends. Your morality? Oh, like you were just ditching people you didn't respect? An older guy. Well, the problem is with like older generations, like that kind of generation, they just put up with shit. Like your grandparents and great grandparents, like shit happened. They had to like fucking bury their emotions and be a fucking man and, no, stick to it. Loyal, never divorce. Like it used to be really looked down upon to have a divorce. Now it's like, if the person sucks that you married, it's like, well, you're different people now. Fine. Then don't put up with the misery. So it used to be kind of like a suck it up and just deal with it. And loyalty is important. Believe me, loyalty is important. I'm not saying be a piece of shit. I'm not saying don't be there for your friends when you need, it doesn't mean that when your friends have a problem, you're like, well, fuck, don't vent off to me. It doesn't mean don't support people. You know what I mean? The type of people that I'm talking about. You can have close friends that mean a lot to you, that are inspiring, and people go through shit. So I'm not saying don't support people. I'm not saying just like bail when people need you the most, but the people I'm talking about. It needs context. I'm not saying just don't have friends that have problems. Everyone has problems. You don't need a lot of friends. A lot of people that have a lot of friends don't really have close relationships, and they're not really looking at it the right way. Let's see. Kathleen, I unfollowed one of my dearest friends because she was poisoning my feed with conspiracies. Ooh, like, what kind of conspiracies? Is she a flat earther? Do tell. Some of these conspiracies, a lot of things are conspiracies until they're proven true, but it depends on what they are. Depends on what they are. I'm curious. Annika, preach. Empathy only lasts until I'm emotionally empty. Then you better be nice to me. Justin, he said something like that says something about my character in a negative way. Fuck that guy too. Doesn't say jack shit about your character. Says that you don't put up with bullshit. Says only good things. If you don't have a lot of, look, I have like one, let's see, from my past. I have some acquaintances, but I only have one, I have one friend that I've known since I was 8 years old. And most people have like those like one or two people that you grew up with and you've always been friends with. But, there might be one or two people, literally one person that I've kind of kept in touch with loosely from college. I just didn't really have any kind of like valuable, really deep relationships in college. I didn't really connect. I didn't really have a lot of connection. Not that I didn't really fit in, but I was really in my own bubble in college. I've been doing a lot of like thinking, comparatively to like what kids are doing now and the way people are thinking, the way people are being taught, the way, the universities are like poisoned with these types of like ideologies now. Like the education system is completely fucked. But I'm thinking about like my experience, and I realized like a lot of things I went through, I was catching the beginning portions of this, and I realized like my reactions to those kinds of like changes in the university situation. I remember like, oh God, I caught this early. I didn't really know what it was. I just knew it was bullshit. But I don't really have a lot of close relationships. College was where I found my love for fitness and transitioned from like sports, like baseball, to just being obsessed and going all in with fitness and training. That's really what I got out of college, was my love for fitness. And I realized that's what I wanted to do. And I really loved that. Aside from that, it's a lot of money for, kids are getting fucked in the ass today, but everyone, it was happening then. It was a transitional period. So like a lot of people got fucked there. That was like the beginning of that was still the, like when I was in school, cause I was in college from 01. Yeah. Like 01, 02 to like 2005. That's when I was there. So that was like the end of, that was right at the beginning where it was like, okay, it was still the move and still like acceptable or still kind of like reasonable to go to college. Now it's just, why? Why would you do it? Unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer. Why? I just see it as like you're pissing money away. Pissing money away and getting brainwashed and wasting time, getting in debt. So I would change. I would have done things differently, but how many people could say that? Of course, hindsight's 2020, but then it was more excusable than it is today. And I think, oh, COVID 5G and oh, that kind of conspiracy. That's not, I don't know. That's conspiracy. That's just fucking stupid nonsense. Let's see here. Citrine, some of my friends only share negative news and nothing original. Persephone, I had to walk away from many people and I am so much better for it. Never been mentally healthier in my life. Haven't had any time for others' drama and bullshit. Brianna, I spent 4 years with someone who was my worst enabler and I was his. That was 4 years I could have spent with someone who could be encouraging to me to be my best self. Get out of your way. Yeah. Fire. Fire, fire, fire. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. All right. I haven't gained any weight during COVID. My coworker gained 19 pounds. Interesting how some people justify the quarantine 15. You know all the posts that I'm doing, like the NOCs on the Swolenormous YouTube channel, where it's, hey, quarantine, I lost like the anti-quarantine 15, like everyone in the Swole fam's like, I lost 15 pounds, I lost 15 pounds, or I lost 20 pounds. Everyone in the Swole fam's seeing progress, and so many people on the outside are, oh, justifying quarantine 15. I gained 20 pounds, I gained 15 pounds. No excuse for it. You're just surrounding yourself with the wrong shit. You have the wrong mindset. You have the wrong approach psychologically to your situation. Let's see here. Mary, I'm about to graduate with an engineering degree, and I agree that most people pay a shit ton for a useless piece of paper. STEM is really the one exception. It is, and STEM is under attack in a big way. It's under attack in a big way because, hey, those social justice warriors, you can't believe in science. Science is systemically racist. Science is the enemy. Science is biased. Science is coming from white men. Meh. Give me a fucking break. So I agree with that. If you don't know what STEM is, science, technology, engineering, and math. So I agree. Look, and like I said, there's certain degrees that you need. Like if you're going to have like a biology, there's stuff that's valuable for sure. But like going to school for a business degree, you going to school for marketing, going to school for, I mean, there's a lot of things that if you go to college, it depends. I mean, the world's changing and a lot of things that you go and study in school are just not necessary in terms of what's like a good approach. It depends. It really depends. I think today, especially more than ever, not that travel is easy now. You can't really travel and do shit, but I think you need to go play around with stuff before you lock yourself into that kind of debt. You know, if you're watching or listening to this and you're maybe thinking about going to school, I think you need to figure out what you want to do. Go, not that maybe if you can travel at all. I know the situation is really limited now, but if you can shadow or intern, explore some shit because you might not need that. And you can start ahead. Like think about working for 4 years and making money rather than instantly going into debt for like 150K. God, it's such a fucking terrible idea for so many things, you know? So many things. You're like, what are you going to do? Go get a liberal arts degree? What a fucking waste. You're literally just fucking, you're just fucking yourself in the ass if you go for like a liberal arts degree or like a social science type thing. Welcome, Eden. Welcome. I'm Eden from Israel, and I'm new here, so excited to start. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, Charity? I am so grateful I can both work and move at the same time. Down 37 pounds since February. The last 6 pounds were a surprise. Good for you. Since February, so right before the quarantine and then right after, all the way through. The last 6 pounds are a tribute to all the habits that you set for the first 31. Good for you. There you go, Kashina. I'm a chef and I also love computer technology, so I learned coding and now I'm learning how to edit videos. Good for you. Send us an email if you're interested. Always looking for video editors and stuff. Swole fams. Team Swole. Team Swole. Like I've always said before, I mean, I don't know if that page is still open, but always interested in people that are, if you have experience with graphic design, I'll just say this right now because you mentioned it. If you have experience with graphic design, like making thumbnails for videos or any kind of graphics, video editing, send us an email, support at Swolenormous.com. Just send us an email. And if you're interested or, if you have some skills like that, there's no shortage of content that we create. If you're interested, reach out. Anyone new here? Yeah. Who said that? Any cherries? Yeah. If you're brand new, make sure you drop some cherries if we're popping cherries in the comments.
Chlorophyll? More like borophyll.
Let's get into some tips, shall we? And we'll get into some more of this. We'll talk more about this in the knowledge cock portion. Let's get into some of the stories today, fam. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. Okay. Let's see here. What we got? I just met you, and this is crazy. This guy was a creep at the gym, so call me baby. All right, we talked about this the other day, but I dropped some NOC on this on the main channel. This was referencing that creepy guy talking about small dicks and shit, and the comments are great. So if you haven't yet checked this video out on the Swolenormous channel, go do so because the comments are fucking awesome. Excellent. Let's see here. What else we got here? Still anorexic. So this is right here on the channel. This is an Ask Papa Swolio. And this one was referencing a girl who was 19 who was dealing with anorexia and eating disorders since she was 15 years old. And now she gained weight back. So her mother was concerned. So now she gained weight. So she kind of, quote, fixed it. And now she's got into fitness and she's losing some weight, but she's eating healthy and she's exercising. But because she wants to lose a little bit more weight, her mom is starting to get really paranoid. So go check out this video, especially if you've had experience with eating disorders. It would mean a lot to me and to her if you drop your opinion and your feedback, because I gave my thoughts. I was saying that her and her mom should both go to a therapist. That way they can open up those avenues for communication, because it's understandable when a mother is seeing her daughter starting to lose weight again or be focused on losing weight. Even with fitness, obviously it's a different approach, but kind of once you go through anorexia, once you have that kind of brain wiring, it's always a potential. And from the girl's standpoint, because she, her perspective, she might not see the reality of what she's doing. Maybe she's slipping back into it more than she realizes. So it's the best answer that I could have given from that perspective, but go check out that video because I think a lot of you can add some more feedback to that. So that's available here on the channel. This video, what was the title of this video? Oh, how this is a little clip. This is a little Swole fam clip. So what we started doing here on the channel is there is going to be a new show, a new playlist that clips out certain snippets from the podcast and certain Swole fam posts. So the posts that we go over here, because not all of those make it to the NOC channel, those little snippets. So this one was relative to walking and running for your health and, encouraging people to be more active and to walk more often. So go check this out too. But this is going to be a new playlist. Once a couple more videos are posted, you can be able to see those. So that way, if you don't have the time or you can't necessarily watch through the whole podcast, you can actually go and see those little highlighted clips. So that's pretty cool. So go check that out as well. This story I thought was funny as fuck. This is in Venice, Italy. So I don't know how many of you have ever been to Italy. I haven't been, but the gondolas. So now they are restricting how many people can go on some of these gondolas because tourists are getting fatter. That's right. Tourists are getting fatter. So now they have to regulate how many people go on the boats so they don't fucking sink. And it said tourists. It didn't say American tourists, but I can imagine. But our fat culture is spreading to other countries very rapidly. And I think that's very much so in part because of like the social media culture is almost like congruent. We're pretty, the social media culture, like from here, we have people here watching from all over the world and part of the Swole fam from all over the world. But the fat culture is spreading dramatically, and all tourists apparently are getting a little bit more chunky. So the boats are going to sink. If you're too fucking fat, the boat's more likely to sink. I thought it was a funny story, so tore that one a new asshole. And this is one of these, these shit posts are getting so much more common. This is so much more common. So these, I keep finding these fucking posts. Health benefits of pizza. Now, this is obviously a troll post, but these people that keep posting these things, I don't even know who the fuck they are. If they're fat acceptance or body positive, like these pop up in so many weird fucking places. Health benefits of pizza. One of the funniest things that I see in the comments from this one, because I did this on TikTok as well, and I don't know if I posted this in my Instagram story. I've been sharing a lot of those TikTok posts to Instagram, but people were saying, if you're going to do a post like this, at least make it good looking pizza. I mean, if you're going to talk about pizza, show a piece of pizza that someone wants to fucking eat. This looks like something this looks like 2 or 3 day old pizza from like a high school cafeteria in like the late 90s. This looks like literal frozen pizza this is disgusting. So there's nothing good about this. When you combine this oil, dairy, and carbs, like when you combine these, that's why pizza is so addictive. There are so many addictive properties with all this, from the salt, the sweet, the cheese, the gluten, and the grains. Like there's a lot of addictive triggers here. So, but look, I mean, like, come on, that pizza, if you're going to make pizza, fucking make it the right fucking way. Oh, those of you that are members of Swolenormous X, for Mama Swolio's birthday, we had, those the portobello pizzas, those are fantastic. If you have like pizza cravings, you can do it the right way. You can do it a better way. She makes them fantastic. And, some of you have issues with all dairy, but sometimes there's certain cheeses like organic or raw cheeses, certain ones that are going to be a lot better of a choice for you that might not cause any problems for you. So if you do, like we did a portobello mushroom pizza where you do the mushroom, you have the grass-fed ground beef, you have like, let's say some buffalo mozzarella, and you have like a little bit of like pesto and stuff. It's fucking delicious. And literally it will because we have that once in a while because it's so heavy. You have that one time and you're good for like a couple months, but it's it's amazing. And it doesn't cause me any issues. So that's an amazing recipe in the kitchen inside Swolenormous X. And there's nothing about that makes me crave pizza. Like I don't miss it. That covers all the bases. Trust me. It's so fucking good. How many of you had it? Oh yeah, it's in the kitchen for sure. You guys have had that too, right? The portobello pizza. Itchy nose. It's so good. It's so good. We had it the other day. This one's going to be an NOC. So I raged on this one. This was a businesswoman in the UK that was saying how she'd never work with someone who is obese because they're lazy and lethargic. Now this video, there was definitely some logic there. And there's definitely like points that I agree with. Pretty fucking savage. So respect for someone coming out and saying that, but I agree. I think being fat is way too easy. She made some good points in the highlights, and obviously those like little snippets were taken out of context, but at the same time, she's not wrong. But when she said stuff about self-esteem, people that are fit can have low self-esteem. A lot of people train really hard to try to compensate physically for what they're lacking mentally. And that's a problem too. So that I didn't connect with, but I didn't watch like the whole videos. I didn't follow up super deep on that, but some of the other points I agree with. So check that out. Check that out. And those are all available right now. It's so good. Mushrooms get soggy if you do it wrong. If you do it wrong. These are so good. These are like the big mushrooms, like the portobello mushroom caps are so good. They're so good. Let's see here. I forget there are recipes. Oh, yeah, the kitchen's awesome. There's like new recipes every week. We're putting in like 3 or 4 new recipes every single week. I can't believe I signed up mainly for the brain gains. Oh, it's always growing. And don't forget, fam, those of you that are members, pretty much all of you here, there's more like sections. There's more stuff coming. It's just a matter of time. So this whole, as you can imagine, I'm sure your life is, upside down, but we kept, we kept focused the past couple months, but now that everything's kind of settling, I don't know, things are kind of still up in the air. So, trying to manage all that stuff, but still put out and create the new aspects of X. But now we're just working on filling out a lot of things, but there's some great sections and great new content that's on the horizon. So just kind of like formulating and figuring out how to implement that and how to best do that. But right now we're working, the main focus is on, like for the weekly releases, or on the master classes, the brain gains. Have all of you been playing around and trying those new adjustable brain gains? So we dropped a 5-minute, a 10-minute, a 20-minute, and a 30-minute adjustable brain gains. So if you tried those, make sure you drop a comment down below if you enjoyed it, making some of those BGs. Ah, yeah, fantastic. Marine, the like ratio is seriously off, fam. What the fuck? I don't know, fam. What's going on? Huh? What's going on? What is going on, Yazb shiz? You're not liking the video? You don't like it? If you don't like it, say so. Say so. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button. Please, it helps a lot. Remember, when you hit the like button, it does trigger YouTube to promote it more. So it does let YouTube know, like, hey, people that are watching it like this video. Maybe more people that are subscribed to the channel would like to see it. Notify them. Please, YouTube, notify more people. Please. Please. Come on. Come on, do it. Come on, please. Come on. Look at my beard. Now look at my biceps. Now look at my beard. Now look at my biceps. Now look at my beard. Yeah. Now look at my biceps. That's right. That's right. Gotta do it the right way. Gotta do it the right way. Annika did the adjustable 30 minutes and 10 minutes. I got lost in the 30. You always get lost in the 30, Annika. Didn't you go for like 2 hours or something, you said? You like fell asleep sitting up. I got lost in the 30, but your voice brought me back. 10 minutes, I got zen, but I didn't disappear. Good. It's good to disappear too. But don't forget, you want to disappear, but you also want to be focused. So meditation, it's like a relaxed focus. You don't have to try, but get lost. Kendall, YouTube hates truth seekers and promotes the bullshit. It certainly does. It certainly does. Annika, 30 minutes turned into 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Jujury, can you imagine people actually watching the live to hate this guy? I know there are a couple. Probably. Hi, Beaches. Hi. Hope I don't hurt your feelings today. Little baby. Come on, stop whining. Will, those 30s are dangerous. The only time I tried it, the playback paused at 65 seconds in, and I thought it was a real long pause. Oh, goodness. That's so funny. Start an alarm to stop it happening. Well, that's not a bad idea. Give a little alarm just in case. Fucking great. All my recommend is all Nico and fucking mukbangs. Probably because well, that's the thing. It goes both ways. You watch some of my content about Nico Kato, probably recommends you other stuff from him. And then you watch stuff from him and then it recommends you stuff from me. I don't know. I just hope my stuff pops up relative to what he's putting out. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. I don't mind. I don't mind if you don't like. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay, fam. It's okay if you don't like it. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to massage your taint. Maybe I am a little bit. Maybe I'm a little bit. Where are the haters? I don't know. I'm sure they're there somewhere. I'm sure they're there.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
I'm sure they're there. They're everywhere. They're lurking in the shadows. They're afraid to step out. They're afraid to step out of the shadows because they know Papa Swolio is going to sling some knowledge cock, smack him right across the thing, right across the face. Slap, slap. What's up, JC? I finished primer week and utterly sucked, which I should have expected. I'm repeating primer week until I can get every single exercise right. Practice makes perfect, but don't beat yourself up too much. You know, don't beat yourself up emotionally about it. You know, you don't have to be perfect in order to move forward, but you know, those balance moves and the awareness it's tough at first, but definitely, yeah, I think like really anywhere between 2 and 3 times is the sweet spot, just to get you a little bit more of a base, get you more like mental and physical awareness to progress forward. It kind of allows you to really get some mastery. One of the beautiful things about repeating stuff is that you know what to expect. And the first time it's more of a shock. It's more of an alarm reaction. And then once you do it again, you kind of get that second coating where you can start to build that mastery. It's really more important. That's why we talk about the 7 pillars all the time, in the sense that it's the mastery. It's that kind of, it's that expertise that you need to lock down on. And most people just try to like always level up and always do more, do something more ridiculous. When you're doing these like WODs, CrossFit type shit, you're just doing random shit every fucking day. You don't really build that expertise. You don't build that mastery. You just shock your body all the fucking time. And that's why people tend to get hurt, because you're not adapting to any of the exercises. You're just creating that shock reaction all the time. It's not about being sore and exhausted. It's about training and progressing appropriately. And you know, that incremental progress is what's going to, and that incremental overload, and that progressive overload, it's what's going to build that mastery. And overload can happen with, just like with resistance, it can happen with volume. Like you can look at this progressive overload in many different ways, with the frequency, with your rest periods, with your nutrition, with your habits. And maybe 1 week, like maybe your training is revolving more around recovery and getting better sleep. And that's your progressive overload, in the sense that you are progressing and making improvements with your habits to get more sleep every night. It doesn't necessarily have to be you putting on 5 pounds more on the bar. That's not the only important thing, the only important metric with your training. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Malka. That's fantastic. Had the best day today, giving credit to Papa and the Swole fam. Could not have survived today without your brain gains meditation and the 7 pillars helping me to focus. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. The fact that it works, it works. It's a testament to you fucking executing on it. It's only good advice, and it's only good content, and it's only good brain gains. It's only good programming if you do it, right? It's one thing to have a great program. It's one thing to have access to the meditation. It's one thing to have access. It's one thing to sign up for Swolenormous X, or it's one thing to show up here. It's another thing to do it. And it's another thing to do it every day. That's why, again, the 7 pillars right there at the bottom. Pillar number 7, consistency. If you're not doing it, I mean, a lot of people have a gym membership. How many people have a gym membership and never use it? How many people have weights and stuff at home? How many people have a yoga mat and never unroll it? How many people know about meditation or are aware of it and never do it? How many people know about the elimination diet and know what foods work best for them, but then eat the opposite? You know, how many people quote know? To know and not to do is not to know. It's like, it's only a fraction of it. You can have a gym membership, but then you have to go there. And then you have to go there, and not just go there, you have to go there and put in the fucking work and the right work. And then not only that, you have to do the stuff on the outside. It's much more. That's where people really fall short, is that getting results in the gym. Think about how much time you spend in the gym. And I've said this many times. If you go to the gym let's say you go to the gym or in your house, doesn't matter. If you're doing resistance training or yoga, whatever it is, let's say you're doing an hour every day, that's 7 hours a week out of 168. That's a fraction of the time. I'll explain. So Alexa, what's 7 divided by 168?
7 divided by 168 is 0.0417.
So 4%. So 96% of your week is not spent training, technically. So if you're doing 7 hours a week, an hour every day, that's usually like, you see what I'm saying? So you say an hour every day. That's why when people say, oh, I work out, I do resistance, I train 3 days a week or 4 days a week, that means they're training less than 4%. So when you're doing 7 hours a week, that seems like a lot. Wow, 7 hours a week. I'm training I work out for an hour every day. Okay, that's 4% of your week. What are you doing the other 96 fucking percent? Yeah, that's why most people don't have results, because they think because they work out an hour every day, boom, I'm done. I nailed it. It's kind of like the smallest portion of what you should be doing. That's like the least amount of like time spent is in the gym. Sure, it makes a big difference. Sure, you have to be doing the right stuff. Sure, you have to push yourself and train hard, but it's really the 96% that you spend outside. And it's not just your nutrition. It's everything else. That's why there's 7 fucking pillars. So most people fall short on the 96, and that's why they don't get results. And they wonder, oh my God, how come I didn't get results? Because you're doing shit 4% of your week. That's why you're not getting results. My best friend is lactose intolerant and still eats paneer. You mean Panera? And then I have to suffer for it? You have to suffer for it. Oh, you mean like she complains about it? Or he? I walk 3.5 miles in 42 minutes. Is that a decent pace? I'm 41. I don't know. Who cares? You're doing it. That's fine. Don't worry about the time. Is that a good pace? Sure. Are you like race walking? Just go for a walk. That's great. Keep a brisk pace. Like don't mosey. Just like walk. That's fine. I've never timed to walk. I don't even know what a good walking pace is. Just do it. That's great. Fantastic. Walking is so underrated. And it's not really so much like, okay, it's great for your heart health. This is great but it's better. I mean, the more understated aspect of walking is mental health. Like if you have a dog, man, if you want to start walking more, like, oh, but I have to walk more, get a dog and start walking it. Just go for a walk, like listen to a podcast or just listen to the outside and just walk and think. It's a great way to kind of sift through your thoughts. Oh shit. Norbert, I'm trapped in an airport for 2 hours before my flight. I'm so happy I have this live to keep me sane. Travel safe. How's the airport? Where are you at? What airport? There you go, Mel. Good stuff. Good stuff. So just walk for the length of the podcast. You'll be walking for like an hour, hour and a half. Perfect. Let's see here. How do we get rid of the stomach? Many do. Well, the same way is right here. Boom. That's how you get rid of it. I hate it. Well, what are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What are the deets on that? Post it up in the group. Or post it up here. I'm sure people will be happy to feed in and give their thoughts. I don't have a dog, but I have a lizard who loves to sit on my shoulder for my morning strolls. Your lizard goes with you, doesn't jump off or anything? That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. My sister has so many animals. She has iguanas. What's my favorite go-to meal? Ribeye steak. Boom, that was an easy one, right? What's up, Allie? I've been following you for like a year now. Your videos have literally changed my life 110%. Finally, after being a silent stalker, I joined the fam. So excited to continue bettering myself. Welcome. A silent stalker. A silent stalker. I love it. Welcome to the fam. Super stoked. Stoked. She has a harness. Good. I was going to say, because we have like, if you live in Florida, I'm walking, they're just constantly lizards running around. There's just iguanas running across everywhere. So they're so fast. God, iguanas are so fucking fast. So fast. A swole stalker. A guy who has a pet iguana named Buddy. Buddy is like a damn dog. He gives it commands and kisses. Really? Do iguana or do animals or animals do it? I didn't know iguanas actually listen to commands or able to. That's interesting. What's up, Dab? Good night from Brazil. Good night. Just finished my daily run and thank you. Watching you made me realize how lazy I was. God bless. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Good night from the United States. Kendall, oh my God, Pop, I went to a meat market yesterday. They cut my steaks fresh from the carcass and I've never been more excited for food. Yum, 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 yum. Larger reptiles can learn tricks. Huh. Buddy opens doors and shit. Great. That's all you need is like an iguana just like opening the door and like. They're so cool. Oh, there's one that just sits out here on the, and I shouldn't say one, they all do, but like sometimes like up in like the palm trees and the fronds, I have like a pair of binoculars for the porch because sometimes I see like foxes, foxes like run across. The other day there was I guess it was a mother fox. I'm assuming, I don't know what a mother versus a male fox would look like. I'm assuming it was a mother fox, but like two little baby foxes running across and the mother was walking and then the little baby ones ran across. And you could tell the mother was one of those things like, it happens to animals too. I could tell the mother fox was like behind, kind of like chilling, but the babies ran fast. I could literally just visually I could feel the mother being like, oh, God damn it. And then it started to kind of like jog, like, all right. You could tell it didn't want to run. And I was like, fuck. All right, I got to chase these little bastards down. Blake, at what point after starting the elimination diet would you start noticing any effects, whether mental or physical? It depends. It depends. I mean, you might see some people start cutting out some foods and feel a difference in the first couple days. Sometimes you might feel more of a difference after like a week or two. It depends. I mean, you're doing the elimination for like 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks, ideally. You know, a lot of times they say like 4 to 6 weeks just to kind of give people, but really if you're doing it, if you want to do it like legit, I would do it for 6 to 8 weeks. I mean, technically you're always going to be on an elimination because you're not going to go back and eat the crap that doesn't work. You're just going to figure out what it is more of a process of you figuring out which foods work best for you. So everyone else, you can drop your comments down below, but some of you that, let's say you're having allergic reaction or issues with dairy, you might notice, wow, I feel better after the first day or two just by not eating something that you're normally eating that your body is reacting poorly to. So some people find immediate relief and sometimes it might take a week, or sometimes people kind of feel a little bit funky after a week. Like they don't feel better. They kind of get a little bit worse, or they feel like, oh my God, they have like a headache, or they feel weird because their body's shifting and kind of, you know, it's a little bit more of a shock sometimes. Depends on how hard you do the elimination diet. But then it comes back around. So it takes your body a little bit of time to adjust your microbiome and your macrobiome, like especially if you're eating dairy your entire life and for the first time ever you're cutting it out, it's a big change to your habits and to the foods that you're eating. So it depends on how dramatically you're changing your nutrition. Some of you are already eating pretty damn healthy, but the elimination process is just giving you more of a roadmap of like, okay, let me get rid of this stuff too. And, you know, it's teaching you, really what it does teach you the most is how to notice the association between what you're eating and how you feel and your performance. It's connecting those types of things, because most people just go through their life just eating whatever, doing whatever, eating whatever, whenever they want. They don't notice that, okay, when I make these choices, this happens. When I eat dairy, it gives me a fucking migraine. When I have grains, it makes me feel bloated and my back hurts. So once you start connecting these things, you make better decisions naturally. So it's better than just saying, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is what you should eat. You should have half a cup of this and 6 ounces of that. And you should have, eat this at this time. That's very restrictive and it's not necessarily ideal. If you teach someone via this elimination process to make better decisions for the right reasons, people are going to stick to their nutrition better because if you realize, oh, when I eat this, I feel great. When I eat that, I feel like shit. It's a much better, it's a much different decision. It doesn't feel restrictive because like, oh my God, he told me to eat this. I don't want to eat that. My coach told me to do this or this. Then you're in a fucking bubble rather than giving yourself the power to be like, hey, do I want to feel like shit or do I want to feel great? And usually 999 times out of 1,000, you're going to want to feel amazing. So you're going to go naturally towards what makes you feel amazing and you're going to learn what makes you feel the most amazing and eat those things. And that's really that simple. It's just a process. But again, it's effort and work and most people don't want to put in work. They just want to be told what to do and eat this and what's the answer. And that's why most people don't get results because they're looking for some simple fix of like, hey, what do I eat? It's like, that's a very miserable way to go through your life. It's more about learn what works best. And then you can make dynamic decisions and you don't feel restricted because you're just making choices based on the information that you've learned from your body. And then you're in control. You know that these foods work great for you. So eat those. If you make a choice to eat a food that you know doesn't work best for you, then it's your decision. You're a grown-ass man or woman. And if you go to eat a food that's going to give you violent diarrhea and migraines, that's your fucking problem. That's a decision that you're making and you're punishing yourself for whatever reason. And then, take ownership of that mistake or that choice. But most people don't want that. They want to blame something else. They want to make excuses. I've been watching Iguana Hunters and been having iguana craving, wondering what they taste like. I hear they taste like chicken. I've never had it. Amanda, I've been considering eliminating nuts and dairy, but I use nuts as a snack food and dairy my cheese. How do you deal with the feeling of limitation from not being able to have the food? I don't eat either. I have no desire to eat nuts. I've never felt any benefit from eating. I've tried like walnuts and almonds. I don't know. Never really did anything for me. And I don't eat cheese. So how do I deal with the feeling? I don't feel any limitation whatsoever. I feel zero limitation. I love my food. I feel so satisfied and I indulge in it. I indulge in my food, and one of the benefits to knowing what works best, to getting all encompassing nutrition, but you can really like go to town. Like I go to town on my steak. It's just, I'm not going to get fat eating fucking like ribeye steak. You can't eat enough to get fat. You're just going to get sick. Like I don't want to eat till I feel disgusting. I eat till I'm satisfied, So, I mean, everyone else can answer. You can chime into this too, but I don't feel any limitation at all with what I eat because I eat my foods that work best for me. So I personally don't see any limitation. I have, we have like those portobello pizzas, the things I was saying that's in the recipe archive in the kitchen in Swolenormous X. We have that like buffalo mozzarella. It tastes good. I mean, sometimes I might feel a little bit, I notice a difference, but it doesn't like jack me up like what low quality foods would do and low quality cheese and, the trash. I mean, it's more expensive, of course. You get the buffalo mozzarella or whatever it is, but it depends on what works best for your body. And that's what's most important about the elimination process. There you go. Blake, I've been eating high octane crap for some time and I'm going full elimination. There you go. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good, especially if you're eating crap. It's night and day, man. What are we talking about? Iguana hunting? Oh, well, down in Florida. Yeah. Iguanas just destroy the environment down here. Like there's way too many. They eat away iguanas. Like they dig holes and they dig away the earth underneath bridges and shit. So they erode the earth and stuff under bridges. Like they cause a lot of problems. I'm pretty sure it's like legal to hunt. It's like open season for iguanas, but there's so fucking many. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Amanda's addicted to nuts. I eat well, but dairy and nuts are the two things I feel physically addicted to. It's like my guilty pleasure, even though those foods are healthy. Well, healthy is relative. It's relative to, I mean, you don't have to get rid of nuts. Like what kind of nuts? Some are better than others, and some nuts aren't nuts. Some people have issues with certain types of nuts. Like a lot of people have issues with cashews. A lot of people have issues with peanuts, which is not a nut. Peanut is a legume, and most legumes are causing people a lot of fucking problems. And a lot of people have negative reactions to those things. There's a doctor that says to delete meat and eat grains and plant foods. Of course there is. Don't forget that doctors are people. There's a doctor. Of course there is. Do you believe what every single person says? A doctor is a person. And a doctor is someone who was educated in a school with whatever bias or whatever instructor taught. Doctors don't get nutrition education. Doctors are like taught for like fucking like a week nutrition. They're not educated on nutrition. I would not recommend just eating grains and plant foods. Not for me, at least. Pass. Pass, pass, pass. Well, that's why you should do an elimination. Figure out what works best for you. What kind of meat? You know, anyone that like demonizes meat, usually they're looking at either kind of research or study or showing that people that are eating garbage meat, it's usually people that are eating shit quality fucking meat. And people that are eating shit quality meat are oftentimes eating shit quality other foods. They're usually not exercising. Maybe they're smoking. There's a lot of other things that go into it. A lot of people that are making poor meat choices. Like if you're eating a lot of cold cuts and a lot of processed meats like that, you're probably making other poor choices too. So most people that eat low quality meat are eating low quality carbohydrates and sugar and soda, not exercising. Are they meditating? Are they practicing yoga? Are they getting good night's sleep? Are they managing their stress? Are they drinking plenty of water? Are they eating other, there's a lot of other associations, and also genetics plays a role too. So depends. You do what works best for you. I don't care. Look, if you're watching this and you're like, but I like bread, it's like, then fucking eat bread. I'm just giving you some more insights. You don't have to do it, but wouldn't you like to know if you feel fucking amazing? I haven't missed bread for a second. I feel fucking great without it. Fucking amazing. And most people do. Grains are a common thing to cause migraines and joint pain and bloating because the actual molecules, like the actual processing and the actual, over time, like the evolution of grain, it's like completely fucked for our bodies. If you're talking about ancient grains, certain things might be more tolerable for people, but the stuff that you're finding in the stores is shit. I've been having pretty much ribeye steaks every fucking day. I have not gotten sick of it once. I feel amazing. I feel so fucking good. I feel so good. Oh yeah, we have iguanas everywhere. I was literally looking at one in the binoculars today in the tree, and it was like splayed out. It was a beast. It was a big one. Yeah, it's weird. I made some video about, I forget what it was. I think it was the KFC video. One of those. And some vegan was saying like, she was saying like, well, what's wrong with having that? Like me and my husband, we value animals' lives over our taste buds. She said something like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What does your taste buds have to do with it? Like, don't you value your own personal health? That's what's weird about vegans. And you might be a vegan, and anyone here that's watching, I'm not saying anything bad about vegans, but a lot of people are weird. If you don't Look, if you want to be a vegan and that's like literally what works best for you, for your personal health, for your health as an animal, because you are an animal. You're not some high and mighty fucking creature. You're an animal too. So if meat fucks you up as an animal, like it really fucks you up, grass-fed, whatever it is, organ meats, like it really doesn't work well for you, okay, cool, then go for fish or go for eggs or go for something else. If none of that works and vegan is just the best thing and you feel amazing on it, then do it. But I think when you're doing it for these morality reasons, I think it's just a fucking first world problem. You know, I think it's just like too much fucking social media, too much virtue signaling, too much. I just think it's, you know, I don't want to say it's delusional, but I think people sacrifice their own personal health for what? For what? I mean, being a vegan fucking kills just as many animals, if not more. You know, monocrop culture and farming just kills tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of animals. It creates tons of fucking pollution. It creates tons, and there's so many problems that just aren't solved by that. So it's kind of like this denial that it's a more virtuous way of eating, and it's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let's see here. Oh, don't worry about it. Who cares? I don't care if you dislike the video. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You always get some pussies that can't handle it. It's okay. It's okay. Not everyone likes some salty sack. Kendall, I was a vegetarian, but still eating the same shit quality food. But when I added meat back, but fixed the quality, I actually started losing weight. Interesting. Good for you. Glad to hear it. What do you enjoy eating besides ribeye? Pastured eggs. It's usually my sources of protein. That's what I do. Sweet potatoes, sometimes white rice, depending, but sweet potatoes are my power food. Sometimes I'll have like some greens, maybe like some vegetables if Mama Swolio cooks them. I love berries. I love eating frozen berries. I love clementines and fruit. I fucking love fruit. I love fruit. So most of what I consume is meat and fruit. But I do have carbs like sweet potatoes and stuff. Love it, love it, love it. I love moo cow meat, but meat is starting to mess with my digestive system. Like what? What kind of meat are you consuming? Are you eating organ meats? Even if you don't want to eat a lot of meat, I still recommend if you get like some grass-fed liver and you have a little bit like once a week, just for your health. Like seriously, like it's really important. I'm just curious as to what is messing with your digestive system. Like I was saying before, I was eating low quality meat like chicken, low quality, remember? And I was in low quality meat, you know, just grain fed meat and generic, like, you know, low quality chicken, probably, you know, soy and corn fed. Was it like 10, 15 years ago? Fucked me up. I had nasty acid reflux. I have not had any of that in years. I did go vegetarian or vegan. I went completely alkaline to fix it. But I was also eating organic and all that stuff. So, I mean, I did fix it, but then I was craving meat so fucking bad. I was really just like, I just felt emaciated. I felt starved, even though I was pounding food. So I went back to eating just the highest quality because through that process, I went completely, it was all organic. It was all this. So when I went back to eating meat, I went for grass fed and then I never had that issue again. So it was directly related. And that was like the first epiphany of like, oh shit, the quality is fucking everything. It wasn't the meat that was bad. It was the fucking quality of the meat. So then I went all the way in and I just realized I learned all this stuff about, made a huge difference in my life. Frozen berries are great. I mean, you put, if you like your little, even for a little like snack, you can just blend them up a little bit too. You can kind of like make them like mushy if you want to. I just like them. I like them straight. One of the great things I've done, or a great little snack thing, is if you want to make it more than just a bowl. I just eat a bowl of berries, but if you have berries, you can take them out. You take some like say Dr. Bronner's like a coconut oil, and then you just kind of drizzle a little bit on there, and it hardens and kind of crusts. You sprinkle a little cinnamon on it, maybe. Can give it a little bit extra flair if you want to add some more. If you like to get fancy with it, but for me, and then that's also cool with like some really dark chocolate, like some 85% organic dark chocolate. Have that a little bit. It's great. I don't have any cravings for ice cream or anything like that when I have frozen berries. It's so good. Nizar, how do you feel about salmon? Wild caught salmon, sure. Again, you don't want farmed salmon. You don't want that depraved, low quality farmed salmon. It's gross. They're fed corn and soy, and it's just not natural. And their either food is colored or they are colored so they can look like salmon, like so it can look orange, but it's not orange. They're like silver. They're devoid of all nutrients. So it's just like farmed cattle. I mean, watch videos on that, like farmed salmon. There's literally only enough room for like, it's like 1 foot by 1 foot. It's like the salmon literally only has as much space as it exists as its own body. Like they can't move, so they only get really fat and then they kill them. I mean, it's gross. If you want fish, get it legit. How do I feel about backyard chicken? Is that a brand or like eggs from your backyard? Fucking, if it's your chickens, fucking go at it. I love pastured eggs. We used to have chickens when I was up in Connecticut. We used to have chickens for a while. They're fantastic. The fucking eggs were the size of my hand, like this. They were literally, we had one hen that literally was this hen was like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of hens. Every time there was an egg, we used to keep these old egg cartons, and it wouldn't even close. It wouldn't even close. It was just like wide open. We had to rubber band it. But every time I cracked the egg open, there was 3 or 4 yolks in it. Every single time. And the yolks were, I never really understood until this time how low quality eggs from the store usually are, but the yolks were like this dark, like almost red. It was this dark gold. Oh, it was so good. The eggs, when you just scrambled them up or whatever, just tasted like, it literally tasted so rich. It tasted like there was like cheese in it almost. It was just like a rich, just deep flavor. It was amazing. It was unreal. Unreal. So good. So good. Okay, let's get into some Swole fam posts. Good shit, fam. Good shit. Let's see what we got here. We got first post is from Rosalie. That's what I'm talking about. Rosalie, a little update on the Elimination Diet I was doing. Is this the first one? No, that's not the first one. Oh shit, that was the end. Let's go to Cassie's first. All right, I skipped ahead a little bit. There we go. Let me zoom in. Sorry, mate. Hold on, I got a burp. There we go. Oh, Cassie. Hi, fam. I just tried the very first video of the primer week of the 90-day dash. I've been putting everything off, but going to finally get off my lazy butt and get going. I could not really do any of the yoga poses and stretches since I am so out of shape. I am kind of feeling discouraged. I looked ahead at day 2 and I feel a little better at the exercises. Are there other stretches I should be doing before I try yoga so I do not hurt myself? I tried to follow along and do what I could before falling down on the mat. No, just keep on going. Keep on going. Keep practicing. Keep doing it. You're fine. You could pause the video. You can slow it down with the playing speed. You can try one of the chair yoga classes. You can do one of the Swollen 7 mobility workouts instead, but practice. That's fantastic. Practice, practice, practice. Oh, I know. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5? Is this, you guys are rating? Did I burp or something? God damn it. That was a tough one. I'll have to pull that back up. 2 out of 5, 3 out of 10. Damn. 2.3 out of 5. Harsh. 3 out of 10. Yikes. Ouch. All right. I'll do better next time, promise. Other stretches, just keep practicing. It's so common to get discouraged. It's so common to get discouraged from yoga. It's just challenging. It's normal to fall over. Just keep on trying. Do it again. Do it again. Even if you pause the video, let's say you pause it and then you practice that one stretch for 5 minutes and then you hit play and you do the next one. It doesn't matter. Do half the video. It doesn't matter if the Swolga class takes you an hour and a half or 2 hours. Just do it a little bit. You're doing great. That's fine. It's practice. You could do any of it. Any of it. You could do a Swollen 7. You could do the chair yoga, do an express class. I would just say pause it and practice one move. Do one move at a time. Practice it. Hit the pause button and then take as long as you need. So it's normal if you fall over, but the question is, are you going to get back up? Right, Cassie? It's normal to fall over, but the question is, are you going to get back up? That's the real question. So good post. You're doing fantastic. I'm glad you started. Just don't quit. You'll keep on getting better. Just don't quit. Everyone in the comments will say the same thing. When you start yoga, it could be a hot fucking mess, but it's just practice. Ellen, what is up? Fam, oh my God, OMG. I am getting ready to go out and I've seen a skirt that has never fit. No stretch, and I got the wrong size. Decided I would try it on for fun. It fucking fits. Hashtag get out of your way. That's some fire right there. Good for you. Isn't that amazing? You didn't think it was going to fit. Oh, the burp Nazis are back. They are just, it's always the French judge. I'm sure it's just there's always someone there, right? Like Robin Williams style, like, 3 out of 10. He's no bad. Reminds me of the Robin Williams bit. He's okay. He's no bad. I've seen him better. He's a 3 out of 5. Blake. What up, Blake? What's up, Swole fam? Maybe it's the same Blake. I'm brand new to fitness, and this page today was day 1, sounds like it, of my elimination diet, and I'm shooting for 6 weeks. I have done so many diets in the past and failed, but something feels different this time. I'm about 5'9", 265, and my initial goal weight is under 200, and I'd like to maintain somewhere around 175 to 180. For anyone else that has gone through this process, what is the best way to curb cravings to eat everything in sight? Any advice is appreciated. So we kind of talked about this already. Yeah, it is you. Good for you, man. My initial goal weight, well, you said something feels different this time. Yeah, you got the support of the Swole fam behind you. You have a good process. And if your mindset changes and you're focused on the habits, so the thing with the 7 pillars and going through the elimination process, if you are going through it with the right mindset, you are building those habits rather than just following like strict guidelines. And that's what most people do. Most people go to a diet. Most people go to the end. They just jump to the top, like they jump to the top of the ladder and they're like, okay, eat 6 ounces of this and then have a cup of this and have this and then wait 2 hours or whatever it is and then have this. It's very restrictive in that sense. Like it maps this out for you, but you're not learning any skills. It's a difference between teaching someone to fish and then, or just giving them fish, right? Give a man some fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, or a woman, and they'll eat for the rest of their life. So it's important to teach you and to teach and educate yourself on how to make these decisions. And that's the reason why a lot of people fall off their diet, because if they have like strict guidelines, like eat this, and then you don't have any other options, like, well, if you understand what your body works best with, you make decisions on the fly. You can go anywhere in the world or any supermarket or anywhere, and you're at a restaurant, you make the choices that you should make. You look on the menu, what works well for your body, what doesn't work well, what decisions are you going to make based on the information that you've acquired. It's just great. So your goal weight is under 200. Just be careful with all these goal weights. Be careful with those kinds of numbers. You're jumping ahead. Obviously, if you're 265, you're already jumping ahead to like 70 pounds at the end right there, like 80 pounds of weight loss, 85 pounds of weight loss. That's a huge amount of weight, and that's a long term. So that's like another year or so. It depends. It could be 6 months, could be a year, but just don't get too hell-bent on that end result, because after you're training and you're lifting weights and stuff, you're going to be building some muscle. So just don't get too hell-bent on like what the scale says. Just keep that in mind. And if you're focused on the elimination diet, you're focused on the 7 pillars, Blake, you're going to get there. It's just, don't worry so much about the time frame, and don't hang your hat on what the scale says, and try not to weigh yourself more than once a week. Just keep an eye on it. Understand it's not going to be linear. You're not just going to lose weight endlessly. Focus on maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week. Don't beat yourself up. Just focus on those daily habits and execute every day, and you're going to see amazing results. I'm sure of it. Everyone does. If you do it right, you do it. Do it right. There you go. That's a good one. Alicia, Renee, diets don't work. It's a lifestyle change. Restrictions aren't realistic long-term. Agreed. And if you're and don't bring shit into your house. For those of you that are like having these cravings and stuff, whenever someone says that and they're like, oh, I couldn't help it and I ate all this ice cream. It's like, what the fuck is that doing in your house? Get it the fuck out. But I live with other people. Then fucking get rid of the people. I'm kidding. You're like, it's my kids. Then why the fuck are your kids eating that shit? Don't feed them crap. Just get the shit out of your face, right? Out of sight, out of mind. Make it impossible. Make it really hard to access. Make it really hard. Like, don't bring it in. That's why when I go to my fridge or I go to my pantry or anywhere, it's like the foods that I can eat that work best for my body is the only thing in the house. Everything else is just, it doesn't exist to me. So there's never any temptation because it's not there. You're welcome, Blake. Good post. Let's see. Allie, Cole, and a camera. Okay. Interesting screen name. I like it. I dropped my goal weight recently. Obviously, it's in the back of my mind, but I'm focusing more on daily habits, running daily, and no mindless snacking. Boom. I agree, Justin. Blake, since you're brand new, taking before and after pictures will be really good for you. You'll be glad you did. I agree. Hold on. I got a burp, fam. Get ready. Huh?
That's fucking bullshit.
No, I think that was a good one. Not bad. And don't forget, I turn my head. You guys are tough. Tough crowd today. Decent pitch. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. How was that? 7. Okay. Satara, 3 out of 5. Satara's a tough one. You're a bit better. You're a tough sell. Decent pitch. Thank you. Manly. Thank you. I'd like to think so. Juju, 7.4 out of 10. All right. 7 out of 10. Solid. 8 out of 10. A little short. All right. Getting better. 6 out of 10. Swole fam is savage. A 10. A 10. A fucking 10. All right. I think you're fluffing my pillow a little bit, but I appreciate it.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
I can do better. Of course I could do better. It's like Chantal farting. No, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like a grown-ass woman farting on fucking camera. No, that's gross. Nasty. That really happened? Didn't I do a video and she mentioned something like that? Or people were mentioning the comments? That's gross. I never saw that part. of the video. No way a 10. Oh, we got dissension in the ranks. 10 out of 100. Get out of your way. Fuck you, Bruce. It's fucking bullshit.
That's 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 fucking bullshit. Who told you could eat my cookies?
Yeah. Right. Tough crowd. Nah, he did. That was a troll. He didn't really crap. That little turd there, he didn't really shit himself. If you crapped through your pants on a white chair, all right, listen, if you crapped through your pants on a white chair, through your pants while you're sitting in the chair, it would have been it would have been everywhere. It would have been smeared like crazy. It wouldn't have been like a little Play-Doh or something. There's no way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good. Nizar. Abi Zaher. Good fucking name. I've been tracking calories and lost 40 pounds. Good for you. However, I do eat low-calorie replacements of unhealthy foods like diet pop. What's the difference between that and the elimination diet? I want to try it out. I'll let everyone else comment on that below, but it's completely different. The elimination process is getting rid of a lot of foods that cause a lot of sensitivities in people, like gluten, dairy. There's a whole list of things that cause people a lot of problems. There's different ways to do elimination, but it's much different. But I'll let everyone else kind of follow up on that because we've covered that a lot. But there's more information on my website. And I've done a lot of videos on the elimination diet as well. So it's very, very different. It's not a restrictive diet. It just teaches you how to notice and how to focus on the foods that make you feel the best and work best for your body. There you go. There was a summer where I watched Pumping Iron every single night to go to sleep. Pumping up, pumping iron. Pumping up. It really feels like flying. Yeah, yeah. Coming up just like a lion. Pumping up, pumping on. The intro, love it. Alicia, question. I would like to join your group for help, but I'm in Australia. Does that matter that I'm not in America? Not at all. Where's everyone from watching now? God, most people are there. Are a ton of Aussies in the Swole fam. Yeah, where are you watching from right now? I'm sure there's a bunch of people in Australia right now watching besides you. Absolutely. It doesn't matter at all where you're from. We got people from all over the world. There you go. I'm in Australia. There you go. Whoa. Wait, hold on a second. Bella's in Australia. There you go. North California. Canada for the win. San Diego. Annika, Australia. New South Wales, Australia. Costa Rica, Jacksonville, Florida, Mary, Florida, Kashina, California, Washington State, New Jersey, Chicago, Mississippi, USA, America, Missouri, Diana, Canada, Nevada, Colorado, Manitoba, Taiwan. Everyone's bumfuck New York, Nova Scotia, Miami, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Now everyone's coming out of the woodworks. Texas, Chicagoland, Tampa, Texas, all over the place. Roll call. North Dakota, Las Vegas. We have every single state here. Looks like it. Arkansas. Now everyone's commenting. Illinois, Oregon, Idaho, New York City. Good shit. Anyone else from Vancouver? Let's hear from Missouri having their stand your ground laws. Respect. Well, we have we have some. Oh, your King D. What up, King D?
That's bad that you made. That's bad that you made. Yeah, bad that you made. That's bad that you made.
Got that new drop? Just thought I'd drop it.
Let's go.
Just thought I'd drop it. Oh wait, it stopped. There we go. It came back.
That's a bad that you made. That's a bad that you made. That's a bad that you made. That's a bad that you playing. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping.
DJ Swolio in the house.
Making new deposits. I'm in my element. No ollies. You children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent. My honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint. The harder I play, nigga, I'm like Harden on James. A problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. Just look in my eyes, nigga. You can do what you need. I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have. Just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me. It's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind. It's not with the fight, nigga. Yeah, I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind.
Little intermission.
You did what you did. Yeah, you did what you did. Give a fuck about intentions. You can watch what I do. Just stay
Get the fuck out my mentions. Careful, white boy dancing. Watch out. Everyone pinch your nips a little bit. Why not? Woohoo! Should do this a little bit more often. A little intermission. What the fuck is you saying? Oh yeah. All right, all right. A little twist. I'll leave that for Tessie. That was nice. That was nice. A little bit of a break. A little bit of some flow. The tame two-step with a little twist. Anyway, go follow King D over on Apple Music, Spotify. You're all fucking follow him anywhere. Anyway, you can check all the descriptions and stuff too after this is uploaded and all that good stuff. Hold on. Got a burp. Got a lot of the... Oh, all right. But you need to understand that when I'm burping, like you have to give it context. You can't compare it to like a longer one. You have to like think about it individually, like the timing, the body, like the depth, the bass, like the sharpness, the pitch. Like you have to respect and understand that I'm not burping into the microphone because I respect the people that are just listening to the podcast. If you're watching, it's like, okay. It's like, okay. But I mean, if I go right into here, it's going to blow people. I mean, it's going to blow your fucking mind. Everything's a 10. With this microphone, everything's a fucking 10. I got my compression on lock. I literally tune it for my burps to make sure like it's on point. The smell? No, it doesn't smell. No, this is just fucking air. This is me drinking so much water and like getting so excited, like inhaling air and stuff, and then just burping. It's fine. 5.5. You guys are savage. Savage. Ayo, 8.5 out of 10. Judry coming out of the woodwork with that one. 3.5 out of 5. Satara's like, if I can please her, it's like good. As long as I'm getting her, like that number, she's like the -3. God, who's shitting your cereal today, Diana? God damn. Fucking,
That's fucking bullshit.
sheesh, -3. Should leave Canada if it's that cold. I don't know. Are you in Canada, Diana? I don't even know. Guys, I had the right vibration. Yeah? It tickled, right? And got that little, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I need to get some more. I'll tell you what, I'll get some more gifts and stuff. I'll get some more gifts. I'll get some more like, we need to have like people holding up cards. I'll figure it out. I need to get some more accompanying like things for that. All right, where were we? Where the fuck are we? 2 out of 10? Tony's fluffing my pillow. Hey, yo, Tony, huh? Thank you so much.
I was kidding! I was only kidding!
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. 2 out of 10. Come on. The last one was much better. 3. Jesus Christ. I can't tell though if we're going out of 5 or out of 10. And if we're going out of 5, 3 is a solid performance. But if we're going out of 10, that's like it's an insult. Was that Ricky? No. What, from Lucy? No, that was Tony Montana. Do you know what a hussy is, Frank? It's a pig that don't fly straight. But I never turn you, Frank. You cockroach. All right, where are we going here? I don't even know where we are. Where am I? Fucking know. All right. I love how Bruce is going out of a hundo. 85 out of 100. I like that. I like that. I love how everyone's just voting with their own metrics. Like 3 out of 5. And some of you are like 6 out of 10. Bruce drops like an 85 out of 100, like it's an algebra test. It's like, all right. Tough crowd tonight. You're telling me. You're telling me. Or we could do a foodie beauty. Everyone rate this one. How about that? Foodie beauty got nothing on me. All right, here we go. Let's go back to Shannon. Shannon, having some trouble again. So am I. People are rating me harsh. I'm having some trouble, which is always. I'm cutting the sugar out of my diet and fixing my nutrition. I see others and I feel inspired, but I'm doing something wrong. Well, let us be the judge of that. I can lose weight, yes, but I'm not losing what I should be. I work out 3 to 4 times a week, also having knee issues. Damn, this is a rough start. This is a rough start. You got a lot of stuff going on here. It sounds like you're just beating yourself up. My goal is to lose 120 pounds this year. Jesus Christ. And I so far lost 2 pounds. At first, when I got the program, I didn't use it like I should have. I'm doing my best to eat less. I'm aiming my best to eat less. I'm shooting for 1,200 to 1,500. I keep overeating that limit. Yeah, because you're a grown-ass adult eating like 1,200 calories a day. Sometimes I'll go through it so you guys can all drop your comments down below. Sometimes I feel like I can't make the change. I had lost weight before but gained it back 2 times. This is my 3rd time. I know I should have done better and I blame myself. I don't know how to get to the point of successful weight loss anymore. Okay. 1, you gotta stop fucking flogging yourself. I picture Shannon over here like, I should lose weight faster. I shouldn't be losing faster. I only lost 2 pounds. Like fucking beating the shit out of yourself. Calm down. Chill out. Let's get back to that. Let's break this down. Shannon, you're in the right place, but you got to get your head out of your own ass. And if you want it in a nicer form, you need to get off your own back, right? You need this. Get out of your way. I think, look, fam, this might be something for Shannon. What do you think about that? What do you think about Shannon and this Swole card? Get out of your fucking way. What do you think about that shit? I'm just saying, this sounds like a card that Shannon fucking needs. This sounds like a Shannon card right now. I think that's a no fucking brainer. You know, sometimes it fucking happens where the post is just on the fucking money. This sounds like a card that's like, you can vote down below. It's on you. Swole fam, you got to vote that. If you agree, that's all right. We're going to go deep on this one. I can feel it. That's what she said. Yow. So I'm having some trouble again, which is always. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, you're really beating yourself up. I can lose weight, yes, but I'm not losing what I should be. Yeah, you are. You're doing great. I work out 3 to 4 times a week, also having knee issues. Well, yoga, glute activation exercises. You should be working out every day, but you should be doing yoga on the days where you're not doing resistance training. You just said that when I got the program, what do you mean? I mean, Swolenormous X isn't a program. So you mean joining? Because if you're doing the 90-day dash, you're working out 7 days a week. You're just doing yoga and recovery on some of those days. So that would change a lot of stuff there. My goal is to lose 120 pounds this year. Fuck that. Yo, fuck that shit. Right? Absolutely fuck that, fam. 120 pounds this year. That's a lot of weight loss. Legit. There's 52 weeks in a year. That's over 2 pounds a week. So it's healthy to lose anywhere between generally 1 to 2 pounds a week. That doesn't mean that you will. That doesn't mean that you can. That's just, hey, if you lose weight, that's a good pace for weight loss. If you're losing 5 pounds in a week, you're flushing out a lot of water. You're going to be dehydrated. You're going to affect performance, and it could be very, very detrimental, and you could rebound back easily. Okay? Your goal is to lose 120 pounds this year. That's like a 2-year goal. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like, it's very admirable to have that goal. All right. It's very admirable. But if you think in your head all the time, I need to lose 120 pounds this year. I need to lose 120 pounds this year. You're literally setting yourself up for failure. You're literally setting yourself up for failure because you still have to lose 1 pound and then another. So it's 2 pounds and then another. So it's 3. You can only lose 1 pound at a time. So it doesn't matter if it's 2 years or it's 3 years. So just because you want to lose 120 pounds, you're not going to lose that by focusing on losing 120 pounds. You're going to lose that by implementing the 7 pillars. You're going to lose that by building those habits every single day: community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. So that's what you need to focus on. You're doing your best to eat less. The elimination and doing this shit right is not about eating less. It's about focusing on quality, not quantity. Quantity will come and it will handle a lot of it itself when you're focusing on quality. So I think you need to get the fuck out of that 1,200 to 1,500. That's a small amount of food. If you're exercising too, like 1,200 for an adult, that's not that much. I keep overeating that limit, probably because your body's like, nope, we need more nutrients. So understand that when you're eating even the right foods, if you're eating, like for me, if I'm eating the right foods, but I'm eating 1,000 calories or 1,200 calories, even though it might be the right food, I'm still not getting in enough nutrients, like the volume. You still have to eat enough volume. I had lost the weight before, but gained it back 2 times. Like what? You lost what? 120 pounds? Or you mean you lost 2 pounds and then you gained it back and you lost 2 pounds? You're going to fluctuate day to day. It sounds like you're weighing yourself like every fucking day. I wouldn't doubt that you're weighing yourself every day, which is terrible. So, I mean, this is my 3rd time. Who cares if it's your 5th time or your 10th time? The only way you're not going to get results, Shannon, is if you give up. But you need to start implementing these habits with the mindset of lifestyle change and habit building, habit breaking and habit building, because you're digging in for the rest of your life. This isn't like a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It's a series of marathons. Like you're changing habits for a lifetime. So you shouldn't have done better and you blame yourself. No shit, you blame yourself. No fucking shit, you're blaming yourself. You're blaming yourself from beginning to the end. This is like a self-pity, just flog, like self-abusive post. You're doing great. You're in the right place. You just need to buckle down and shift your focus, which means I agree with Sarah. That's where I'm going. Shannon, you need to jump into some brain gains. So here's the thing, fam. So make sure that before you leave here, after we sign off, go into the private group and comment on Shannon's post, because she definitely needs some more support. Now I know she's going to watch this podcast, but she definitely needs to do some brain gains. I completely agree with Sarah. You need to do some brain gains. No question about it, Shannon. Go all in on the brain gains. This is mindfulness. This is your self-esteem. This is your self-love. This is your own respect for your body and your process. Understand that if you're approaching your lifestyle in the right way, you're going to build those habits and that weight will come off. It will come off, but it's not going to come off by trying to get rid of 120 pounds. You are just absolutely setting yourself up for psychological failure. And it's not the 3rd time and the 4th time. It's not any time. This is your life and this is your process. This is your journey. You start, you just don't quit. So we've talked about this, like with Chantal and like her cyclical. It's like, you don't have to deal with the negatives of like starting all the time if you never fucking quit. Just start once and keep working on it. If you think about it differently and you downshift into this mindset of like, okay, I'm building new lifestyle habits, then you're fine. You made those changes. It's going to be a work in progress. Just got to do those little baby steps. You're doing great, Shannon. So any other comments or any other suggestions on that, you could drop that in the comments below. But man, stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. Beating yourself up. All right, we got to go through this because it's a late night. I got to fucking, Mama Swolio's packing some stuff. So I got to go get this food going, but we got a couple more posts we're going to go through. So let's crank this one out, shall we? Oh, back here. Rosalie, what up, bish? What up, bish? Little update on the elimination diet I was doing. After 3 years of constant puking, sorry, like TMI, and having doctors blaming me for the problems, I discovered last week that I was gluten intolerant. The second I eat it, I puke. They refused to make me take tests when I was sick every day for the past 3 years, claiming I was eating too much, which made me obsessed on calculating my intake to the point I was anxious to just eating. Thank God I've decided to join the community and do this diet. Papa Swolio, you literally just saved my life. 1 week gluten-free and I already lost 5 pounds. Can't wait to see what's in store for me in the years to come. That is fucking amazing. That's amazing. I don't even know what to say to that. That's just fucking fantastic. Good for you, Rosalie. Good for you. You see what happens when we're talking about doctors in the medical community? So after 3 years of constant throwing up and having issues with gluten, the doctors were just saying, oh, you're eating too much, you're eating too much. Seems like the quality of the food matters more than the quantity in many cases right there, doesn't it? Doesn't it, fam? So, worried about the quantity, worried about the quantity when you just cut out fucking gluten and then magic. Because doctors know so much about nutrition. They know so much about nutrition. They are just the experts of healthcare. Wrong, sick care. Now, I'm not saying that you should ignore what all the doctors say, but you get multiple opinions, but you need to educate yourself. Don't outsource your health. You understand? Don't outsource your health. You need to pursue this aggressively for you. You can go to your doctor if you're having problems, but you shouldn't be depending on your medical practitioner for like preventing all these problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your responsibility to learn, to educate, and to put in the effort so you avoid the complications that would maybe require you to have medication or require you to have issues. Like, people don't take responsibility. They wait till they have a fucking problem and then go to the doctor and expect the doctor to be a nutrition expert. They're not. They barely get, doctors need so much information in their fucking brains, and they need to be so qualified in so many skills. And it's so challenging for them with insurance. And then like doctors are really fucking run ragged. It's really a shitty fucking system. And it's not the doctor's fault necessarily. They just are spread so fucking thin. They have so much insurance overhead and processing and fucking legal issues. And now people are complaining about fucking doctors talking about their weight. We talked about it a lot. Doctors have their backs up against the fucking wall and they're cornered into this fucking system that's just a pill pushing, addictive cycle. So it's not like the doctor doesn't want the best for you. It's just like they don't necessarily have the time to build out your entire lifestyle habits. And that's where I come in. And that's where a lot of people that are trying to help people before it even comes to that. So good for you, Rosalie. I'm really proud of you. And thank you so much for the kind words, and really happy to hear it. It's fucking fantastic. Let's see here. That almost made me spit my water out. My GI doctor constantly tells me that diet has nothing to do with Crohn's. Get the fuck out of here. You serious? You're kidding me, right? That's scary. I would find a new GI doctor. That's frightening. I don't even know where to begin with that. That's frightening as fuck. Anyone else deal with Crohn's? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. That's like the exact opposite of the correct answer to that. God, healthy eating and diet and lifestyle just helps so many fucking things. Jesus. Molly, let's get into this. We got some fucking fire posts today. Let's get some gorillas going. All right. Oh, I got another burp coming. Whoa. Hey-oh. Thunder. Oh. Hey. Hey-oh. Oh. Be nice. Oh, it's lightning. Hopefully we don't lose connection. If we do, then oh well, but it's starting to get pretty savage out there. You probably hear it in the audio. Hello, everyone. I am a 49-year-old breast cancer survivor. I have been cancer-free for 5 years. That's fucking awesome. Good for you. Let's get some gorillas, get some round of applause. Hell fucking yeah. No, baby. Unfortunately, after my double mastectomy and treatment, I gained weight. My metabolism was altered by the medication and I fell into a sedentary lifestyle, including comfort eating. My blood work from 3 months ago revealed increased liver enzymes and a pre-diabetic A1C. My doc suggested a diet change and a recheck in 3 months. I changed my eating habits and I started to exercise daily. Today, my 3-month blood work showed that all areas of concern were moved back to normal levels. That's fantastic. Despite that, I have barely lost weight. I am down 1 clothing size, but only 5 pounds were lost. I feel disheartened. What? What? Was it? It's like the Chappelle show. Oh, what? What? Yeah. What? Molly. Okay. Man, we need to change like the tone of this. What's going on with everyone beating the fuck out of themselves? Why are you beating yourself up? You're a 49-year-old breast cancer survivor. You have been cancer-free for 5 years. Amazing. You gained some weight after your mastectomy and treatment. Understood. I think that's completely reasonable. You do whatever you can to get rid of the cancer, and you did. 3 months ago, you had higher liver enzymes and pre-diabetic A1C, and all areas after 3 months of that, you changed your eating habits, and now you're no longer pre-diabetic. Despite that, you've barely lost weight. That's the least of your concerns. You're down a clothing size, and you lost 5 fucking pounds. Where on earth are you feeling disheartened? Fam, what the fuck, man? Pat yourself on the back a little bit, man. People are hard as shit on themselves. Molly, I want you to go balls deep or clit deep into the brain gains. You need to go deep into the brain gains. We need some more of these cards. Get out of your fucking way. Man, that's going to be a goddamn shirt. Get the fuck out of your way, Molly. You're a beast. Look at these comments. I agree, Judry. Molly is amazing. Sarah, Molly, that's amazing. Make sure you go and comment on this post in the Swole fam as well. Molly, you are a beast. Molly is killing it. Molly is a beast with a capital T at the end. I like the flair, Heather. Respect. Man. Women are insane. You ladies are fucking insane sometimes. And I say that in the nicest way. No matter what, it's about that fucking scale. Am I right or am I right? That fucking scale. If we could just throw out the fucking scale, so much bullshit would just fade away. That goddamn scale. Yes, Molly, you're crushing it. Thank you, Tess. Molly, Annika's dropping some gorillas. Susan likes the clit deep. We all do. Molly needs a swole card. Well, we got... I don't know. What is going on here? We got so many fucking... Only got 1 swole card. Shannon needs to get the fuck out of her way. Molly needs to get the head out of her. You need to get off your own back, Molly. You're crushing it. I agree. Jody, we are insane. I agree. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm fucking nuts. I was like, yeah, I'm crazy. Man. It's true. We are insane. Molly for swole card. Well, I mean, Shannon, Give the card to Molly. Well, we just talked about Shannon. Come on. I got one Swole card. We already said. I have to rip it in half. No. Look, Molly, you're doing great. You're doing excellent. So I wouldn't say change a fucking thing. There's no reason to feel disheartened, Molly. There's no reason to feel disheartened. Stay on the track. Stay on the path. Stay focused. You're doing fantastic. I mean, you went through the last 5 years. You survived breast cancer. You've been cancer-free for 5 fucking years. Would you prefer it to be otherwise? You're doing amazing. Because of the medication, because of you and your fucking hard work to get rid of that fucking shit, you became pre-diabetic, so you changed your habits. Now you're no longer pre-diabetic in 3 fucking months, which is a huge victory and success. And even though you lost a clothing size and you lost 5 pounds, dealing with all that fucking shit, you feel disheartened. There's no reason to. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Every single person deserves a car. You're doing amazing, Molly. So get off your own case. You're doing great. Everyone agrees. Everyone agrees. You're doing amazing. Thank you for sharing. That's a powerful story, but fuck. Fuck. If we weren't crazy, men's lives would be boring. I don't know. Could use some boredom. I'm just kidding. Jeez. No, but like seriously, I mean, I don't know where does that come from? Where does the scale thing come from? Was that from like the 80s and 90s where like people were just stepping on the scales? I think it's just because it's such an I honestly think it's such an easy way to get a metric. You know, to do actual body fat percentages, you need a professional. You need to do like underwater weighing or a DEXA scan, and those have their pros and cons, and they're hard to access, and they cost money and all that stuff. You know, pictures can be deceiving. Circumferential measurements are not as sexy. It's like, you know, the scale is just so easy. Just step on, it tells you this. You know, you put a baby and a bucket of water on a scale and they both say 10 pounds. The scale doesn't care if it's a baby or a bucket of fucking water. 2 completely different things in case you didn't notice. So different. Yeah, the Jane Fonda era, that's right. Richard Simmons and the whole shit. 8-minute or 6-second abs or 8-minute abs. It just reminds me of that scene in the car from Meet the Parents. No, was it 6-second abs? 6-second abs. Oh God. All right, we got another amazing post. You ladies, stop being. All right, you ready? I'm gonna fix this. Ready, women, ladies. I command you to stop being crazy. Thunder. Like a horror movie. Dun-dun-dun. Stop being, I command you. Stop being crazy. You see? Done. I just fixed with the passage of my hand. Women are no longer crazy. I fixed it. Dudes, you're welcome. You're welcome. All the women are like, no, I'm still crazy. Not going to work. I have no doubt. Yeah, don't get off that shit. During Shark Week, I have to stay away from the scale. I always fluctuate up to 5 pounds. So I have to stay away from the scale, especially during that week. Yeah, look, if you're on the scale once a week, maybe it's good for context, but it's like, ignore it. Doesn't matter. The Swole Jesus has spoken. Didn't work. Sorry. Everyone's like looked in the mirror like, nope, still nuts. Still cray. Thank you, Jody. Your wisdom and positivity is appreciated. You are doing a good thing encouraging these beautiful successes. We all need more of what you offer. I wish I had that magic wand. I'm trying to do. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. I need to do like a I need like I need some Harry Potter, like Expecta Scalionis. And like the scale just disappears. I don't know. I'm a little rusty on my spells. Madison, joining, let's zoom in here. Oh, these are some good fucking posts today. Joining Swolenormous has been the best thing for me. Long post ahead. Well, we're ready. Dig in. Last one, fam. Last one. We'll go deep on this one. My highest weight was when I was in high school. I'm 5'7" and I was 180 pounds then. I got down to 148 pounds, but not by doing anything healthy. I would run on a treadmill for hours and eat nothing but grilled chicken and cashews all day. Oof, don't know why that's what I chose. Grilled chicken and cashews. Sounds like a good dish like in itself, but I'm sure this is just kind of like all one shot. Grilled chicken and cashews all day. I eventually burnt out on that and gained all the weight back. That was about 6 years ago, and since then I have been able to maintain about 160 to 162 pounds by just eating generally healthy, but not paying attention to how I felt like crap all the time. After joining Swolenormous X and doing the Elimination Diet, I cannot believe how amazing I feel. I have cut out dairy completely and a few other things, and wow, there is such a difference in how I feel. Yesterday, I weighed in at 149 pounds, almost the same weight I was 6 years ago, but I feel so much better, and I did it in a healthy way that I am proud of. I'm still working on learning weightlifting, but I thankfully have a wonderful husband who is teaching me all of that. It feels amazing to know and confidently say that I can see myself maintaining this lifestyle for a long, long time. Thank you, Papa Swolio and the Swole fam. P.S. Yoga, ... That shit works wonders. Man, if anyone came into today's podcast wondering about the Elimination Diet, I think this episode completely just flattened anyone's curiosity as to whether or not it fucking works. Sounds like eating the right shit fucking works. Who would have thunk it? Who would have known? Who would have known that the Elimination Diet works? Shocker. You mean eating the right foods? You mean actually approaching your food from a quality standpoint? Oh, you mean that's important? Oh my God. Who would have known? Who would have known? Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? Man, shocker. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, look at that. Banana. Scales belong on the fishies, not on your house. That stuff messes with your mindset way too much. Agreed. Well, actually, I was at Mama Swolio's parents' house last week, and there was a scale in the bathroom, and I was like, oh shit, I haven't stepped on a scale in forever. And I stepped on the scale, and I was shocked. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize that's what I weighed. And I was like, cool. And then after dinner, I weighed less. I'm like, I don't know what this fucking stuff means anymore. I never weigh myself. I don't care. I go based on my strength, my performance, how I feel. The scale doesn't matter. I look so much different than I did before the quarantine, and I always weigh like kind of the same, no matter what I look like. It's like I feel great. I feel great. Good for you, Madison. Thank you so much for sharing. That's amazing. So if you have any questions about the Elimination Diet, rewatch this episode, because the Elimination Diet is the fucking tits, bruh. It's the fucking tits, the bee's knees. The fucking tits. Absolutely crushing it. Now, we already said before, Shannon, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. You have to go and let Shannon know. Shannon needs a swole card. Shannon needs a swole card. I think everyone needs a fucking swole card. Shannon needs to get out of her own fucking head. Molly, both of them could just easily deserve this swole card. We already said we're going to give it to Shannon. Molly, you beat cancer. You beat being a pre-diabetic. You're already winning. You're already winning. You need to get out of your own head and just keep on fucking crushing it, Molly. You're doing awesome. Shannon, this post, here's what you all need to do. All right? And if you got any more questions, we'll wrap this up. But right now we're doing swole cards. So here's what you got to do, fam. You ready for this? Here's what you got to do, fam. Make sure you go into the private group and comment on Shannon's post and let her know that she won today's swole card. Okay? Let her know that she won today's swole card. This is obviously, so let Shannon know that she won today's swole card. Get out of your way, because Shannon needs to get the fuck out of her own way. Shannon needs to get the fuck out of her own way. Like, legit. You need to, Shannon. You need to. So make sure you go and let her know. So everyone say congratulations, Shannon. Let's get the fucking like. So Shannon, make sure that you send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1539, the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. So make sure that you go and drop a comment on this post. So this post here, just for context, why was that looking like that? Let me get out of here. Get that up here. So congratulations, Shannon. Everyone can drop that in the comments. This is the one where we're talking about having trouble, trying to lose 120 pounds in a year, just a little bit too aggressive goals, kind of self-depreciating too much, and just got to get got to get out of your own way, focus on more meditation, focus on the habits, get into the program, be consistent, build those habits every day, 7 fucking pillars, and just dig in on that. So it needs to be consistent, but it needs to be built from the right perspective. So definitely go and comment in the private group on Shannon's post and let her know that she won today's Swole card so she can come here. And if she needs any more help on how to get it, she can watch this episode. You can drop it in the comments on that post. But congratulations, Shannon. Well deserved, or needed, both. And fucking amazing. Just great post. Make sure you go, if you haven't been in the group today, make sure you go in the group and check out this post because that was fire. Get out of your fucking way. So tomorrow was Unfollow Friday or Fuck 'em Friday. Make sure that you are plugged in for that. I'll be Swole texting you all. I know someone asked a question. I saw it. Susan, I have a question, Papa. Well, I got answers. How do you drink your coffee and what kind? I drink it either black or bulletproof. Let's see. I kind of play around with different kinds. I actually like the bulletproof coffee brand for a lot of coffee. I like the Mentalist. I like that kind a lot. I've also done Bones Coffee is great. That's like I think it's in Tampa. That's a great coffee as well. I've done, I've tried different kinds on Amazon too. Like I know a lot of people drink Death Wish and all this stuff. Just get a good organic coffee, whether it's a single origin or not. Get a high quality coffee. Black is great, or bulletproof coffee. Like if you like that kind of flow, if you do well with fats, that's with grass-fed butter and MCT oil, and you can put other things in it. Like you can put some like cocoa powder if you like that kind of stuff, or vanilla extract. You can put some, mushroom powder and stuff like that. You can make it a whole cocktail in the morning, but it depends on what you're trying to do. I really do like that on most days, but it depends. If I'm training first thing in the morning and I'm doing that kind of stuff, then it's not going to settle well in my stomach while I train. But for pre-workouts and things like that, black coffee. So what kind of coffee do you drink? What kind of coffee do you, let's get that a little around the horn. What kind of coffee do you drink? Drop that in the comments down below. What do you drink? Susan wants to know, what coffee do you drink? And if you're in Swolenormous X, you go in the kitchen, you go in the beverages section, and there's a bunch of different things in there that kind of explain how to do it. You can Google it too, but there are a lot of good coffees out there, but you definitely don't want to get like a low quality brand. You don't want to get something that's old or very, there could be molds or toxins in coffee. It's like anything else. You want to get a quality coffee, and some things, whether you like a dark roast or a light roast, it depends. But if you have a poor quality coffee, it can tear you up. Like if I have low quality coffee, I can get like acid reflux, or I just remember I told you that story yesterday. I think we talk about it every time we mention coffee, like airport coffee, just even black, just shit my brains out. It's a great way to lose weight. Let's see here. Zeke's Hippie Blend. That's a pea berry. Now you guys are getting all sorts of like. You guys have all sorts of answers here. All right. Yeah, I drank Bones coffee for a while. Black Rifle coffee. I haven't had their coffee, but I know a lot of people like it. Good for you. I'm so sick of being fat. There you go. It's just invest in your health one day at a time. Good for you. The darker, the better. That's what she said. I guess that's what you said. Yeah. Gorilla mode. All right, fam. What an episode. We've been going deeper and deeper lately. I like it. Anyway, go get yourself some good coffee. Don't be afraid to try different kinds. Play around with it, but make sure that you're aware that the quality of coffee is just as important as anything else. Make sure that you are hydrating enough. Personally, make sure you this is my recommendation. I do this myself. Make sure you're focusing on hydrating first thing in the morning. I would start your day drinking water before. Drink like 16 to 32 ounces when you first get up, and then if you want your coffee afterwards. But for those of you that are in Swolenormous X, you can check out the masterclass on morning habits. I explain like my little sequence. We talk about it a lot too here on the podcast. But yeah, make sure that you are. If I start my day and the first thing I'm starting to drink is coffee, I just notice I don't drink as much water throughout the day. So if I start focusing on water first, then I have my coffee and then I stay hydrated. So there's some kind of trigger there for me, at least, that if I start drinking coffee, I just tend to not drink enough water. So anyway, fam, make sure you go and comment on Shannon's post in the group and let her know she won today's Swole card. And we'll continue this tomorrow for episode 1540 for Fuck 'em Friday, Unfollow Friday. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1539 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex. Ooh, a little fire. We all flex our biceps. And tomorrow we'll go ham again. Make sure you check out the Extra Thirsties. Check out all the good shit here on the channel. Got some new Ask Papa Soy and more Extra Thirsties and all that good stuff. And of course, more NOCs on the Swolenormous channel right now and tonight. Satara coming with a 4 out of 5. Ooh, a 4 out of 4. I was like, you're just changing the scale all the time. I like it. I like it. Yeah, you didn't expect the double. You didn't expect the double. I fucking pulled that. Yeah, I'm getting fancy. I'm trying to fool you. Yeah, it can't be. Don't judge too quickly. Don't judge a burp by its first expulsion. You got to give it a little time. No cheating. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for 1540. You want to learn more about joining the amazing Swole fam. As you can see, it's fucking amazing. Learn more at swolenormousx.com. Links in the description below and on every video, or you can just go to swolenormousx.com. It's very simple. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 1540. Peace, McGeese. Deuce Magoose. Oh, thank you, Bruce. 105 out of 100. I got extra credit. Damn fucking straight. Is that a banjo in your picture? Yeah. Fucking strum that banjo, baby. Even if it's not, it is now. All right, go enjoy your food. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for 1540. Peace, McGeese. Deuce Magoose, your boy. Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.